We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Giants. Get ready for Giants baseball next. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Kevin Gausman, one of the best arms in the league right now. Great action, two-seam action. A lot of times you'll hear pitchers talk about he throws a bowling ball. Hard, heavy, two-seam fastball with a lot of movement. Needed a change of scenery, and man, as he turned it around since he left the Baltimore Orioles, it's never been about the stuff. It's more about throwing the ball over the plate and controlling the pitches that he has, and he certainly seems like he's found it now.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Batting second, the shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Eric Gonzalez. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Into the box, Brian Reynolds. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Hit out towards second. And Reynolds has himself a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League.
And man, is he coming off a hot month, guys. He had over 30 runs driven in.
Solano for 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Jamison Taillon is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Standing in, Donovan Solano. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Donovan Solano.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. D-Row, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Austin Slater is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. The average at 284 to begin play. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Brandon Belt is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 10 home runs and 30 RBIs. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at first and second with one away. Strike three called, and now he's one out away from getting out of this.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
So 2 on with 2 away, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 0-1. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Gregory Polanco as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Polanco.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied down the left field line. Heading after it is Dickerson. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 44.
Now to the plate, Kevin Kramer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Jason Martin.
So stepping in, Jason Martin. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dior. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Pirates lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Wilmer Flores, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Wilmer Flores.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martin is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Batting 7th. Not shortstop, Brandon.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield from center to both corners with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 11 home runs and 33 driven in. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martin will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
At the plate now, Kevin Gossman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Posey is off of first with 2 away. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another one sent foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. One away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Gonzalez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Striding in, Brian Reynolds. A base hit in his first trip. And the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out hit keeps the inning hot and brings in Josh Bell.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Josh Bell. 19th home run for him on the season. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now batting, right
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make 1 good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
Standing in now, Kevin Kramer, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Now batting, left field.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to amp.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Jameson Taillon. And he popped him up. Crawford into shallow center. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Now in the box, Donovan Solano. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Austin Slater. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count and the pitch. Strike 2. Good curveball on the inside black.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Polanco has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Left side, but well foul. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martin will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
He's set and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the outfield.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Wilmer Flores is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high. 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the one. 3 innings complete. Pittsburgh leads this one 4-1. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Solano is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pirates on top, 4-1. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So digging in now, Buster Posey, a base hit in his first trip. The pitch. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Count is 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Polanco. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
So striding in, Kevin Gausman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Into the cove, but foul. The 0-1 on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Digging in and looking for more, Gregory Polanco. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is Slater. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Into the box, Kevin Kramer, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is in there.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Andrew Suarez, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Number 59, Andrew Suarez.
At the plate now, Jacob Stallings. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Jason Martin, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home, and I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's the Pirates 5 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Donovan Solano.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
So now to the plate, Austin Slater. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Polanco has a read on it, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Ready for another shot now, Mike Yastrzemski. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's inside.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the cove and gone. A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
The batter, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Brandon Waddell, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Brandon Waddell.
Into the box now, Alex Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
At the plate, Wilmer Flores.
The third baseman.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it, and that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. Pirates lead it 5-4. Adam Frazier will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 26, Adam Frazier.
Flare out to left center, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Standing in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He swings and lines it to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Eric Gonzalez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he popped him up. Solano onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
In now, Brian Reynolds. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And he's safe.
That's a monster at bat right there. A one-run lead is fine and everything, but a three-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that three-bagger.
Josh Bell will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Caleb Berriger is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 73, Caleb Berriger.
At the plate, Gregory Polanco. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Slater's under it. And that retires the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Pirates 8 and the Giants 4. Number 39 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Count 1 and 2.
One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2.
Ball inside.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
3 and 2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now back, the pitcher, Taylor Berriger.
Evan Longoria will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Longoria.
No balls and 1 strike. He'll start this one at 274. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
To 1-2 now. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 8-4. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Tyler Beede is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Tyler Beede.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Kevin Kramer trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Stepping in now, Jacob Stallings. A bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Martin.
Stepping into the box, Jason Martin. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Slater is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, number 39. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here it comes. Weekly hit to third. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Leading off the inning, Donovan Solano, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Ready for another chance? Austin Slater. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Striding in once again, Mike Yastrzemski. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. From the belt, the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brandon Belt is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Comes set and the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next to the Giants, the left fielder, Alex.
Stepping in, Alex Dickerson. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Here comes the first pitch. To third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The bat, number 2, shortstop.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Settling in now, Eric Gonzalez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
At the plate now, Brian Reynolds, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box now, Josh Bell. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Trevor Cahill is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. At the plate, Gregory Polanco, as he rips it on the ground to second. To Crawford for 1 on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Richard Rodriguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Next to bat for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4.
Wilmer Flores.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Popped up. Bell in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Crawford. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's
Breaking
strike.
ball that time that misses out of the zone. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
1-1. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in once again, Buster Posey. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Kramer.
Number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The windup and the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Not many players have the strength to hit the ball out towards the China Basin in this ballpark. He put a charge into that ball like few have ever done here.
Standing in now, Jacob Stallings. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jason Martin.
Up next for the Buccos, Jason Martin. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Now batting, the pitcher, Richard.
In now, Richard Rodriguez. Grounded up the first baseline. There's one.
That's an out.
Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's the Pirates 9 and the Giants 4. Mauricio Dubon will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
3-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Polanco on the run. And foul. Another 0-2 coming. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll be a base hit. So it's a pinch hit single here to start the bottom of the ninth, and maybe these guys aren't done just yet.
The batter, number 7.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that's in there, base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Striding into the box, Austin Slater. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch.
Ball.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Martin arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
So striding forward now, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Polanco is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Belt, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is, and he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, his second of the game, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. time is called. This might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Keone Kela takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 35, Keone Kela.
To the plate now, Alex Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Last strike here for the Giants. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Buccos were impossible to contain in the batter's box as they posted 22 total hits. Brandon Waddell gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 9 runs on 22 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Giants, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.